love it. Gotta be honest, I love it. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. So a few years ago, the guys at Harley Benton shook the world because they released few DIY kits that you might have seen online. I mean, those one. So you could actually buy this super cheap, but I mean complete at the end of the day, kit to build your own lookalike Les Paul, lookalike Telecaster, lookalike Jazzmaster, Stratocaster, whatever. It blew up online. Everybody was posting about these DIY kits and everybody went crazy trying to customize it in the weirdest way possible. If I'm not mistaken, they did a whole challenge about that, so encouraging people to do the weirdest thing possible. I mean, some of those were very weird, but who cares? I was one of those enthusiasts too. I mean, me and Alex, the other guitar player from Never Be Again, and we decided back in the days before we released our first album to try to build something very personal and unique. So we grabbed those two DIY kits and we said, let's make an extreme customization, but not in the aesthetic sense. We just wanted to have the cheapest DIY kit transformed into the most efficient stage machine, and that's what we came up with. So there it is. I hope you can see it fine. We choose the Jazzmaster set. Let me walk you through what we did to this instrument. So originally it came out like wood and color, no painting of course, because one of the things you can do is just choose your color, and that's why they decided to have like the most natural finish. We opted for a satin black and some fluo orange details, just because back in the days the colors that we wanted to adopt for the whole project were, I mean, satin black and orange, guess what? And then we basically kept just the body and the neck, and we got rid of everything else. And we ended up choosing carefully which pickup we wanted to mount on this guitar, because at the end of the day, I mean, it was not like a great instrument. It's a 79 euro kit, super cheap, and so I'm not expecting the wood to sound particularly interesting. So we asked ourselves, which are the pickup that might have such a strong personality that once you put it in such a personality-less guitar, then it can transform it into something interesting. So we opted for the Silo by Bernacle, but we decided to do it custom. So we wrote at the guys at Bernacle asking them to realize it in this color, which was the closest possible to the fluo orange that we have over here, and turned out to be quite expensive because after shipping and everything else, it was around 350 euros each probably. Yeah, so we bought two, one for me, one for Alex. Alex kept the guitar as simple as that, so without this other pickup, because originally the kit came with two P90s. So we had also to buy another pickguard and rebuild it from scratches. So shout out to my dear friend Davide Castellaro from Utopia Custom Shop, which cutted this board and made a whole new set just for me, which could welcome these two different pickups. And yeah, the other one that I wanted to mount on this guitar, just because I really love the single coil neck sound. It's basically a single coil that he made by himself, Davide Castellaro always, which is a great luthier. I'll link down here in the video his website. And he built this very high output, very nasty and twangy and stingy, I don't know how to define it. It's very high-end oriented. I really love how it sounds. And yeah, this is mainly the combination that we adopted, that I adopted at least. We changed all the electronics. I put this switch in here. Before it was a kill switch, before I decided to put this other pickup over here. Then we decided to give the neck the shape of natural Jazzmaster shape, so nothing too fancy. And we mounted all Goto. So this bridge is a Goto tunomatic bridge, and those locking tuners are Goto, so probably now the price goes up with the old parts and the tuning and the tuner machines. Probably we are already around 600 something and the electronics was another good 100 if I think about all the little specs and also the procedure that Davide had to follow to cut into a perfect shape this pickguard, because it's not the standard Fender Jazzmaster pickguard dimension. It's different, so it really needed to figure this thing out. So yeah, at the end of the day, we come back home with this guitar, and if I add everything together, probably it costed me around $750 because of the painting, because of the old parts, and yeah, because of the old little details. And so what to say, I really love how it turned out. I also love how it sounds, and let me know in the comments if you like it. So before switching on the amp, please, if you like this video, if you like this content, consider subscribing or sharing this content on your social media or whatever you want. I mean, this is a brand new channel. I'm trying to post regularly and keep you guys entertained. So a thumbs up, comments, or share, subscribe, whatever you want, it will help a lot. So let me prove that I'm not joking. I've actually brought this thing on stage in front of a big crowd. Watch this out. And if you want to hear how it sounds into a mix in a fully produced project, then check out our first album, which is called The End of an Era. I mean, it's an album we're very proud of, and everything you're hearing, every little guitar sound that you're hearing has been recorded with these very instruments. Up to this very moment when I'm posting this video, The End of an Era, the album, collected over 2 million streams on Spotify, and we had the pleasure to playing it in Italy and abroad in many different countries. So if I think that everything started from this cheap piece of wood, then I'm super happy about that. So guys, definitely enough talking. It's now time to move on to the reason why you all guys are here. So how does this thing sound like? I'll start off with this pickup, so the neck single coil, and let's see how it sounds like. Middle pickup, so we have the bare knuckle silo, and this custom weird single coil. Now we go over here, full gain. You're gonna hear that there is a lot of more mids. Or maybe then you can split it, and I mean, I'll let you judge. Neck, splitted at the bridge. Very nice to me. Then with the very same sound and just a touch of delay, no need to turn off the volume, just full volume up, just some more dynamics with the right hand. And I love it because this very same sound covers from up to and as you can hear, there is not so much gain because the pinch harmonic sounds just stupid. It's just the type of grunt, the type of tone that this pickup brings. And guys, let's not forget that it's still a 79 euro guitar, which is fascinating to me. But yeah, let's go to the high gain field where everybody can really understand where this thing shines. And can you hear how this sound feels scooped? Like it's missing something in the top part, but it's there. It's not because of the amp, because if I change pickup, I mean, you do have the part. Of course, it's because it's a single coil, but it doesn't depend from the amp or from any type of setting. It's just this pickup that it's very mid-focused and might be a sound that by itself it doesn't really feels nice or sounds nice, but in the mix and live, it really cuts through the mix, and I love it. I mean, gotta be honest, I do love it. We can raise the bar with the gain even a little bit more. Like you hear, I mean, it's the same settings, just more gain, and by the time you just crank the gain up, it just loses the beauty of it. And probably it's the philosophy behind this pickup that Rebel Massad designed with the bare knuckle, because I really think it thrives in the mid-gain settings, but not in the super high-gain scenarios unless you plug it into the 5150 or something like this. That, I mean, makes everything sounds great. Almost, but you get my point. So yeah, at the end of the day, what can we say? And last conclusion about this guitar. You heard it, you've seen it, you can judge by yourself. My 2 cents about that, it's that of course I cannot compare this guitar with a fine instrument like a custom shop ESP or the E2s that we are using live, because of course it's a completely different instrument. Also probably the wood selection is something that really changes the game in that type of scenario. But let's be honest, I mean, in here it feels like having an old Nissan Sunny with the engine and all the electronical parts of a Ferrari, because at the end of the day, just this pickup costed me 3.5 times the guitar set, the DIY set itself, and all the electronics that I put in, all the value that I applied to this guitar made it the guitar that you're hearing now, that you're seeing now. Despite the aesthetics, I really like how it sounds. Of course, one thing that I've never thought about, that I have to admit, is I've never thought it would feel so reliable. It doesn't feel cheap. It doesn't, when you hold it, when you play it, and also, especially, you know, you can talk all the crap that we want about saving money, buying cheaper guitars, but at the end of the day, the ultimate test is when you bring this guitar on stage, and I did it. Actually, I've mentioned it before. We played like big gigs in front of 30,000 people with this very guitar. Our whole album, the first one before we got the ESP contract, it was recorded with this guitar. And it's crazy. So it didn't let me down. It didn't fall short on a live scenario, neither in studio. So that's the ultimate taste for a guitar. Sometimes a good test for a guitar is playing it in studio and hear how it sounds like, and maybe it sounds great, but then it's not reliable live because it gets out of tune, because it feels cheap, because it doesn't feel solid. But this felt great every time I grabbed it. Yep, and let me know if you have any other question in the comment section. I hope you found this video interesting. Please consider subscribing and leaving a comment and sharing this video and leaving a thumb up or whatever you want. I mean, guys, you know the drill. It's a new channel. Anything that you think might help, it will help. So it will be very much appreciated. And yeah, that's it. I'm Ale. This is How to Music, and see you at the next video. Cheers.